You bought $5 tickets? The ones I bought had one of those bills that had the 1 and 2 zeros on it.
Good morning. This is our regular staff meeting of Monday, February 23rd, and I'll call the meeting to order. We will start with the warrant review. Do we have any questions on page 1 of 5?
Madam Chairman, I guess I don't have a question, but I do kind of have a comment. It looks like we're paying about $5,700 this month for publishing in the Sheridan Press for everything, and we do that monthly or sometimes more than that. And there is some other options, and so I will just let everybody know that I proposed through WCCA that means they're going to try and get that put together as an interim topic for the legislature to possibly discuss how, because, you know, not only are we paying that, but the city's paying that, the community college is paying that, the school districts are paying that, the other municipalities are paying that. I mean, I understand the need to publish, but it seems like it's pretty extravagant when we're paying that much every month. So anyway, just something that we can look into in the future. I mean, I'm sure that we owe this because that's what they charge, but.
Okay, great. Thank you for the heads up.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else on page 1 of 5? 2 of 5? 3 of 5? 4 of 5. All right. I just had a question on the Clerk of Districts Court Association, and it's pulling up under total for abandoned unclaimed property. I didn't know if that was in the right spot. I was just wasn't sure.
So Madam Chair, what that was a check that apparently was lost. That was made out to, so we have to reissue one under the abandoned.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Misty. All right, 5 of 5 total. And then moving on to the MDU. Have any questions there on airport charges? Great, I would look for a motion to approve the warrants.
So moved.
Second.
Good motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, motion carries. The next is item 3, consider payroll distributions for the month of February 2026. And I would call on Deb.
Madam Chair and Commissioners, that will be for the February 27th payroll, which will be funding airport and the monthly staff.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I would look for a motion.
Madam Chair. Oh, go ahead if you want. Commissioner Arzi, go ahead.
I move to authorize the release of monies in order for the county clerk to complete the payroll distribution for the month of February 2026.
Second.
Good motion and a second. Any other discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, motion carries. Moving on to staff and elected reports. Ken? Sitting in chair number 1.
Good morning, Ken Muller, County Engineer. Just to give you some updates on a few things. We got the request for pricing for our dust control to supply the road and bridge. We open that next week, March 5th. Hopefully we'll get two people that are interested. You know, a company bought both suppliers and they used to bid on this. So we thought we were just going to have one, but we found another supplier that was interested. So hopefully we get 2 on that. And then the contract applied dust control advertisement goes out this week and we'll open bids on March 18th on that. Let's see. Been meeting with landowners with right away people on East Ridge Road. I think we got everything negotiated and just gotta have them get the paperwork signed up, and everything seems like it's a go. It's in Whiteout's April letting for East Ridge Road. So
Okay.
should
Madam
be.
Chair.
Yeah.
Ken, on that particular project, if everything goes through, when do you expect for start of construction and work on that?
Well, if it goes into April letting, probably start in the, as soon as weather, spring rains in, or if we get rain. I guess. And then it'll have an October completion.
Okay,
So
Thank you.
it'll be a 1-year project. Red Grade Road project, bids open tomorrow. So tomorrow, what that project will look like.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Ken, I was curious on kind of progress of projects in Cleanburg.
Oh, yeah, thanks for reminding me. Yeah, we met last week. The consultant and Carrie and NRCS met last week. They have about 60% plans. They took three alternatives all the way to 60% plans, and now we're hashing and discussing which is kind of best and which one we're gonna move forward with.
Okay.
So
Great.
we hope to have 100% plans by June. And Carrie's already applying for some grants. They're coming out due, the
Okay.
applications are due. And so,
Okay.
yeah, it's moving forward.
Any other questions? Yeah.
Sure.
Commissioner.
Kim, is there any update on our parking lot on Red Grade? Did we get the drawing that Bureau BLM had requested? Did we get that?
We're still working on the design of it. But no, I haven't submitted it. It'll come to you guys to sign the application. So when we have the design, I'll fill out that application paperwork, bring it to this board. Kind of looking like the design, and we're not gonna be able to use up a bunch of excess material from the Red Grade Road project. I mean, without just building a mound,
Yeah.
which ain't gonna be good for nobody. So kind of just like the parking lot on the state land, it's gonna be kind of a combination of cut and fill and stuff that's the best design. So don't envision like be able to maybe use some if we get it approved and there's some material available with the project, but so.
Anything else? Okay, thanks, Ken.
Thanks.
Appreciate it. Mark.
Thank you, Madam Chair, under support of our County Planner. Just a few quick items here. We're having a pre-app meeting for a subdivision on Big Goose and Golf Course Road, kind of the northwest corner of that intersection. And so we'll see where we go with that. Proposing conservation approach on that one. Let's see here. Planning and zoning have a setback variance for an existing accessory building on Wagon Box Road that's been scheduled for March 31st. You probably won't see that till your second meeting in April. Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, the cooperative agreement with the city that you folks considered last week. I think the city council is going to be discussing that at their what do we call it, study sessions tomorrow night. So I'll see where it goes from there. So construction, day-to-day permitting is clicking along, certainly ahead of the past few years at this point, but not quite as high as it was during the COVID era. But anyway, good winter, people have been able to do their homes, buildings, and their septic systems. So, yeah.
Sounds like it was busy up there last week a few times. It
Yeah.
sounded like
It can
comes in waves.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does, absolutely. Very consistent. So,
Yeah.
anyway, that's all I have.
Okay, any questions for us?
Questions? Try to answer. Thank you.
Thanks, Mark.
Thank you.
Katie, good morning. No? Listen. Yeah. Yeah. Norman. Quick Thompson.
Good morning,
Good morning.
Chairwoman Hazel and Commissioners, Eve Chuck Thompson, County Clerk. I just wanted to thank all of you for moving ahead with the warrant review and approval and the distributions for payroll. I think it's gonna work really well. And I just wanted to remind electeds and department heads to be sure and get things in a timely manner, because the only ones we can pay are those as presented on Mondays. So I assume if there's an emergency, then we would take up doing a special meeting if needed. So I didn't hear any other direction on that, but you can let me know. But thank you.
Cool. Good morning.
Good morning. I just have a couple things for you guys. First, I wanted to update you on the numbers for the exemptions that we have. For the long-term homeowners, which is the 50%, we have 2,180. And then for the 25% off, we have 4,142 people signed up for that one. So we kind of estimated between 6,000 and 8,000 for both of those that would sign up for all of those. So we kind of feel like we're getting close. So we thought that was good. And then, just one more thing that I want to make sure is okay with you guys. I want to start, or Paul's going to start coming in and helping me with a few things, some processes that he wasn't able to show me before he left, like for assessments. And then again in August, when the tax rollover, those were things that I didn't sit with him. And so I just want to make sure that's okay with you guys, because I'd like to compensate him for that. And Kenny and I were thinking what he was making when he left, which was like $41 and some change per hour, if that's okay with you guys.
I think Paul would be the right one to be asking about that
Yeah.
stuff.
We got Pam.
Yeah, I know, right?
Madam Chair, yeah, Assessor Knudsen, I get used to saying that in my mind.
I know, it's been hard for me too.
How long-term do you think that will be for, all?
I'm estimating like maybe 30 hours. I don't really think it's gonna be that much.
30 hours total?
Yes,
Okay,
yeah.
okay, thank you.
Any other questions?
Nope.
I think that's your head nod.
Okay,
So thank you.
thank you guys.
We'll be sure to come down and harass him.
Yeah.
Oh, you were doing it on weekends, weren't you?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Still might come in and harass him. All right. Jesse.
Good morning, Chairman and Commissioners. Jesse, Emergency Management. I'm just coming to you with requests. So about 2 years ago, I asked if I could attend last year's canine conference. I was able to get grant funds, and that was approved by the board here to attend that conference. There's still a little over $1,000 left in that grant. It has to be spent before September. And I would like to attend that conference once again. It's June 15th through the 18th in Colorado Springs. It would require an additional approximately another $1,000 out of budget to attend that from the county. The local canines are also attending this. So the Sheriff's Department, also the Manchester Canine. I don't know about the city if they're sending their dogs also, but then there's also other canines from this local area that will be attending the same conference at the same time. So lots of benefits in that there's trainers from all over the world that are actually attending this, and then they do provide materials that I can't access here locally in large quantities. So we're talking 75 pounds and larger that I can't get a hold of normally. So there's definitely a lot of benefits for attending this conference. So that's my request for you. If I could spend the additional amounts outside of what the grant would cover to attend that conference.
Yeah, I would be supportive, Jesse.
Yep.
That's good use of the grant money, and
Yep.
you felt it was useful last time, so. So do you do like mini training sessions then with the dogs, or?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So the classrooms, they break up into different areas depending if you're, if you're law enforcement, so they may go over case laws or drug apprehension or bite dogs, but they also have a whole bunch of stuff for bomb dogs.
Yeah.
And so they have trainers from all over talking about that. And then in the afternoons, we actually go up to, depending on which your area is, they go and they'll set up at a college or different locations with those explosive odors for us to train with those trainers from all over to give critiques and stuff that you wouldn't normally have access to. So,
Cool.
Yeah.
Any questions for Jesse?
Yeah, Madam Chair, Jesse, would the remaining thousand be coming out of your current budget?
I'm not sure. That would be a question for Cameron.
Chair, Commissioner Jennings, it would be coming out of administration budget. The available funds from there. Because he reports to me.
Do we have, I guess follow-up question, do we have money in the administrative account for trainings?
Madam Chair, we do for continuing education, yes.
Did that answer your question as well, Commissioner Archie?
No, this is logistics.
Sure.
You mentioned that there's, Spencer, he's taking a dog down there, and then we have a couple of sheriff deputy canine, they're gonna go as well.
Correct. Yes.
So is there, this might be a logistics nightmare, but is there a possibility of carpooling and everybody saving some money and go down there together? That'd be possible.
No, it wouldn't be possible because we can't put those dogs together. They're in caged areas because they don't get along. So even when we do trainings, we do them separately. So we'll do one at a time. And then also, as we just talked about with the sheriff's department, for example, if they're going to do narcotics, that's a completely different location. They usually set up than where the bombs dogs set up. So as we're doing the practical exercises, we're doing them in completely different locations depending on our needs.
Great. Anything else for Jesse?
Thank you.
Jesse. Appreciate the heads up. Yeah.
Thanks.
I'm Dr. Bird. Excuse me. Okay. Renee.
Nothing bad. Thank you.
Kimber?
Sure.
Good morning, Madam Chair, Commissioners. Kimber Solberg, Fairgrounds Director. Just wanted to report back, and some of you were there, but the FFA Barn Bash happened this Saturday, and it was a really good event. And just on a personal note, I really liked the shirts that the FFA alumni provided to the FFA members to help designate them during the entire event, and I thought that that was a good addition. That's a side note, I guess. This coming weekend is the gun show, so any of you who are interested in firearms, there is a gun show up at the fairgrounds. And then just to let you know that I will be out February 25th through March 4th. I'm headed to Arizona. My mom's having surgery, so I'm going to go down there and hold my dad's hand. So, but I'll still have my phone and all that, and I'm one of those folks who most of the time does not just check out. So if you have anything that's urgent, please let me know. And I have a great crew at the fairgrounds, so I have 100% confidence that it'll just keep rolling.
Yeah. Okay, anything for Kimber? Thank you, Kimber.
Thank you.
Travels.
Robert?
Nothing today.
Eric? Kelly? Nothing. You got Kenny? Yep. Kenny?
No, Madam Chair.
Levi?
I don't have.
Sure. Okay.
Hey, Madam Chair, I could go again, I forgot.
Oh, yeah.
You one shot, man.
Ken Mueller, county engineer. Important thing, we had a resignation in the road and bridge district operator position, and I'd like to request that we advertise and fill that position.
Look for a motion.
Madam Chair, so moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed?
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. All right, I think I've got what? Nope. Eric? Commissioner Jennings? Stars?
No, nothing, but yeah.
Good, I'm good.
I got nothing today, thank you.
All right. we will move on to our Museum of the Bighorns update. Good morning, Carrie. Thanks for being here.
Hi, thanks for having me. I'm Carrie Andrew, Museum Director at the Museum at the Bighorns. It's kind of been a year since you've seen me and a year into my position. So it's kind of a general overview from
Madam
the
Chair.
spring.
I apologize for interrupting, but they need to change out the.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Sorry, Carrie.
Yeah,
There we go.
Sure. I forgot to mention also that we're no longer doing the audio recordings. The program isn't supported, it's failing and not a good option, so we are just videoing.
Okay.
But it's been working really well, so hopefully it picks up everything and we can transcribe from that, so.
Sounds good. Thank you for that update. All right, let's try it again, Carrie. Good morning.
No problem. Hear me now?
Nope.
No. Is not at all?
There, yeah.
Yeah, it's being very close.
There you go. There you go.
So again, my name is Carrie Ettinger, Museum Director, Museum at the Bighorns. A year ago, I started my position in January, so we're gonna kind of start from spring of 2025 when we opened phase 1 of the museum, which was the museum lobby and the store. So June through September, we kind of welcomed visitors with Third Thursdays and tried to get the word out with our new location as the exhibit space in the back was still under construction. The exhibit space, the floors and the walls are complete. We showed our community our progress with the Christmas stroll, with highlights of renderings of how our 6 exhibit spaces will be built out. That will happen in 2027 with designers' schedules and also getting fabrication people kind of the call for bids that we're starting to review now. In the meantime, summer through fall, while construction was on the way, my job is to get the community aware and outreach programs. We worked with the YMCA with their day camps, and we did the downtown walking tour, which covered the first 3 streets of Sheridan, architecture, social histories, and local businesses in those areas. That went very well. We continue to work with the YMCA with their after-school program. I visit them once a month, bringing hands-on activities relating to history and art projects. Also in the fall, with all our nice weather, we have 2 third-grade classes take that downtown walking tour because it covers their curriculum with local history. And I'm hoping that continues through the spring. So for 2026, we know that it's a big year for celebrations. We are open in the winter, Tuesdays through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 5. Some of you might remember the museum on 5th Street used to be closed January through March, which where I come from, museums don't close that long, so we're open. We started with January 2nd, opening an exhibit. It's a photography exhibit called Transitions of the Landscape. These are 1926 photos taken by Jessamine Spear Johnson. They document the 50th anniversary of the Battle of the Little Bighorn. This year is the 150th anniversary. Please come see the exhibit. I gave a handout that kind of highlights our exhibits and more background on them. Also to celebrate with America's 250th birthday, April 18th through June 13th, we'll have a Smithsonian traveling exhibit called Voices and Votes. This highlights beginnings of American democracy and the vote through the decades. July through December, we'll highlight All-American Indian Days, which is a very unique Sheridan history, and that also covers kind of our celebration for the American 250th. Ongoing outreach. I am rebuilding our relationships with local schools. It's been at least 3 to 5 years that the museum has not been active with the schools. And I've been going to staff meetings, reintroducing the schools, finding out their needs for curriculum. And again, like I mentioned, hoping in the spring we'll do more walking tours.
So I invite you next time you're in downtown to visit the museum, come see our progress. Please come to any of the presentations that will accompany this year's exhibits. And thank you for your time.
Questions for Carrie?
Thank
No,
you.
this is great. Really appreciate your update and great programming coming up this year. There are lots of celebrations. Huh?
Yes.
Yeah,
It's a
that's
big
cool.
year.
That's
So
great.
it's also very helpful as we work on our build out to have this going on for 2026 while we get all that organized.
Great, thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, with that, we are adjourned. We will be meeting at 10 in room 210 for a presentation from the Wyoming Business Council if folks want to come back for that. Thanks.